So ayun guys, live po tayo at hinihintay na lang po natin no, yung Senate of the Philippines alas 2 po no, yung day 3 ng impeachment trial dito kay VP Sara Duterte mga kababayan. So wait lang po natin mga kababayan, 5 minutes na lang po no, mag-uumpisa na. Ayan so ayan na mga kababayan, starting soon, please stand by. So pa-like and share mga kababayan yung live natin. Ayan, 3 minutes na lang mga kababayan. Lapit na po. At mag-uumpisa na ulit ang day 3 ng impeachment kay VP Sara Duterte. Two minutes na lang, 2 minutes.
Senate President, the presiding
Yan na.
officer of the impeachment court, and the senator judges.
I guess it will have to really depend on kung ano yung takbo ng trial talaga.
Sir, just a matter of clarification. If the court should and if the court orders her appearance, may legal ways ba siya pwedeng gawin para hindi masundin sa pila? Or is she really required to face?
Well, we'll see. Of course, there will always be remedies, no? Especially if the issue is.
All persons are commanded to keep silent under pain of penalty while the impeachment court is in session for the trial of Vice President Sara Duterte.
The impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte is hereby called to order. We shall be led in prayer by Senator Pia Cayetano.
Let us bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with a deep sense of responsibility. We ask for your wisdom, Lord, the kind of wisdom that seeks only what is true and what is right. As senator judges, may we listen carefully, reason clearly, and decide justly. May we never lose sight of the fact that our role here is not to serve any interest, but the interest of the Filipino people and the integrity of our institutions. We pray for fairness in every step of this process. May the truth be heard, may the evidence speak for itself, and may justice, whatever form it takes, be arrived at with honesty and with clear conscience. We also pray for our nation. We know that moments like this can divide us. May this process, difficult as it is, bring us closer to the kind of Philippines we all want to live in, one where no one is above the law and where every Filipino can trust that justice is real. In your word, Book of Timothy 2, verses 1 to 2, Timothy urges the people to pray, petition, and intercede for their leaders. We are a prayerful nation, O Lord. Please hear our prayers. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. The clerk of court will now call the roll.
Roll call of members. Senator Judge Aquino. Senator Judge Cayetano Alan. Senator Judge Cayetano Pia. Senator Judge De La Rosa. Senator Judge Ejercito. Senator Judge Estrada. Senator Judge Go. Senator Judge Ontiveros. Senator Judge Lacson. Senator Judge Lapid. Senator Judge Legarda. Senator Judge Marcoleta. Senator Judge Marcos. Senator Judge Padilla. Senator Judge Pangilinan. Senator Judge Soto III. Senator Judge Tulfo Erwin. Senator Judge Tulfo Rafi. Senator Judge Villanueva. Senator Judge Villar Camille. Senator Judge Villar Mark. Senator Judge Zubiri. The presiding officer, Senator Judge Escudero. Senate President Gatchalian.
With 20 senators present, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. We recognize the presiding officers, Senator Chis Escudero.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. The presiding officer dispenses with the reading of the journal, and if there are unless there are objections, considers the journal of July 7, 2026 as approved. The clerk of court will please call the case before the impeachment court.
Case number 004-2026 in the matter of impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte.
Appearances of the parties. Tech, kindly turn on the mic.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Same appearance for the prosecution. We are ready, Your Honor.
Appearances for the respondent.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Same appearance for the Vice President.
Clerk of court is instructed to kindly bring the witness that was testifying yesterday, I believe Mr. Calilong.
Your Honor, the prosecution is ready for the continuation of the presentation of our first witness, NBI Agent Kalilong. And with that, Your Honor, we would like to request that Attorney Virgil Ligutan, Attorney Amado Ligutan be recognized, Your Honor.
For the record, Attorney Ligutan will be representing the counsel for prosecutors, and on the part of the respondent, it will be Attorney Narvasa. That will be correct. By the way, while we're
Yes, Your
waiting
Honor.
for the witness, Attorney Narvasa, if you recall yesterday, Attorney Ligutan, in response to a question by a senator judge, gave a discussion, a peroration, if you will. But yesterday I said we will be giving counsel the same opportunity. I cleared it earlier with Senator Pia Cayetano, who wanted the statements deleted from the record. However, since this is a televised proceeding, nakita na eh, napakinggan na eh. So, i-erase ko man sa record, baliwala na lang. The fairest thing to do is to give you an opportunity as well. Attorney Ligutan spent 5 minutes and 18 seconds delivering his discussion. The court will give you the same time after your cross-examination
Your
with a
Honor.
warning. With a warning and reminder from the presiding officer that the presiding officer will not tolerate such perorations again by either party. Even if it is in response to a question of a senator judge, and the presiding officer will try to remind as best we can senator judges to let the witnesses present the evidence of both parties instead of the counsels presenting both facts and law through their statements. Senator Judge Cayetano, Alan.
I'd like to thank the presiding officer for prudence, for wisdom in trying to resolve this issue. And I do understand that we are 24 people, all elected by the people, all wanting justice, all wanting a fair trial. Having said that, prudence dictates that we stop ourselves from asking certain questions that can prejudice the whole trial, whether or not our intention is to do so. So the problem is well stated by the presiding officer that if we simply delete from the record, mapapanood nyo na rin naman sa YouTube yung magandang discussion ng prosecution. So, on one sense, it is fair to give the defense a chance to answer. But on another sense, it's unfair. Why? Because whoever phrases the question, lamang na eh. Kasi yung question nga is, why is this an impeachable offense? So for example, if I was the one who stood up yesterday and I asked the prosecution, why is this a political vendetta? And why is the House not investigating the flood control instead of investigating the Vice President? That would be unfair. That would be unfair to the House. That would be unfair to everyone. So simply giving the prosecution the chance to answer that question I asked would be unfair to everyone. So I do not know the solution. I accept the solution of the presiding officer. Now let's not tolerate any more questions like that. I agree with Senator P. I don't like being called out. But that's the role of the presiding officer and the Senate President. No? So sana yun lang, no, na one, when we ask the questions, we'll make sure it doesn't prejudice the whole trial. Whatever we say here, may ma-accuse na lawyering for the prosecution or defense. Okay lang yun. Okay lang yun. Sa prayer nga kahapon, di ba? Basta't justice, bahala na magalit. Okay. But my last point, Mr. President, let's give the defense a little latitude in not only answering that question, but what you want to say. Because nga, the question is unfair. So if you're simply going to answer that question, then it won't solve the problem na nakapagsalita sila 5 minutes, kayo nakapagsalita. So we'll consider, personally, I'll consider the very eloquent answer yesterday as a sort of a closing. So same, personally lang, Mr. Presiding Officer, give the latitude to the defense na parang closing din, whatever. Because they have affirmative defenses. And they did not push us to hear that. They went straight to trial. So dun din sa mga nagsasabi na delay sa dami ng objection, that's unfair. No? Let's give everyone latitude here. The same thing, I think, may konting ano sa internet na photocopies are not original and the counsel was simply citing, tama ba? A Supreme Court decision, no?
And the rules of court.
And the rules
Your
of court. So I'm just saying it's an emotional issue. So all of us will be hit, badgered, whatever. I think trabaho naman nung witness natin, bantayan yung internet. So as long as hindi foul, hindi threat. But having said that, Mr. President, let's give each other leeway, but only to the point that the trial will not disintegrate, di ba, into a political fiasco or circus. Thank you, Mr. President.
The remarks of Senator Judge Alan Cayetano are noted. Senator Judge Pia Cayetano.
Thank you, Mr. President. This will be brief. First of all, I'd just like to confirm that I acknowledge what the presiding officer said, that I agreed. Basically, I'm withdrawing my motion in the interest of fairness, because the delivery of justice is about fairness. So kung nakapagsalita nga ang prosecution with their closing statement, di pwede rin dapat mag-closing statement ang defense, no? So I am amenable to that. But very, very, very briefly, Mr. President, I'd like to put on record, why are we being strict about the rules? Why do I have to bother standing up? Well, because nothing in this world will run well without the rules. Now, my colleagues, the Senate is a basketball-loving Senate. Dami dito, hilig mag-basketball. Kung ako volleyball player, colleagues ko, basketball. I'll use basketball as an example. Will you have a decent basketball game if there's no rules? No, there's rules. That's why we stand up. And then sometimes, there are also opportunities to question the rules. That's also fine. But that's why we have to stand up and call the attention of the presiding officer when we feel that the rules are being violated. And we will continue to do so when we believe it is necessary in the interest of justice. Thank you, Mr. President.
The remarks of the lady are noted. Since we are discussing housekeeping chores and matters, let the presiding officer continue with the same. The presiding officer will call for a break midway through in order to afford the parties 15 minutes to relax, go over their notes, and do their thing. In regard to senator judges or counsels for the parties who are not on deck, you're free to answer the call of nature in the least disruptive manner possible and return afterwards outside of the 15 minutes that we will be doing halfway through the proceedings. And finally, a request has been brought to the presiding officer to request as well the senator judges to lower the tone of conversational voices, because I think where you're seated is an echo chamber. Naririnig sa iba't ibang sulok ng plenaryong ito yung mga sinasabi din ninyo, at hindi rin nakakapag-concentrate yung ilan sa ating mga kasama na nakaupo sa paligiran ninyo. Just a reminder, and one last reminder before I recognize counsel for the respondent, Mr. Calilong, you will be testifying once again and will be undergoing cross-examination under the same oath
Yes, Your
that you
Honor.
took yesterday. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel for respondent, Attorney Narvasa. If you are ready, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Your Honor, may I be allowed to approach a witness?
You may do so.
Thank you,
counsel.
Good afternoon, Mr. Calilong.
Good afternoon, sir.
During your direct examination, you testified that you were trained on photo and video authentication.
Yes, sir.
You said that you were trained for 2 weeks?
Specific for photo and video, sir.
Sir, my questions are answerable by yes or a no. Can
Yes,
you please constrain yourself to these questions, unless I tell you, okay?
Objection to that, Your Honor, please.
And you got this training
Your Honor,
from Max.
objection to that, I have to
Before
make an
counsel for
objection.
respondent proceeds, counsel for the prosecutor to let the presiding officer
Your Honor.
recognize you first. You are so recognized, sir. What is your objection?
Thank you so much. Inasmuch as I would like to accommodate the defense that in asking the question that the witness is to be limited to a yes or no question, Your Honor, please. Unfortunately, Your Honor, please, that's not sanctioned in the rules. There's nothing in our rules that would allow a defense to constrain a witness, even on cross-examination, to answer the questions by a yes or no answer. It's not in the rules. So, Your Honor, please, we cannot constrain a witness to answering either a yes or a no. The witness should be able to qualify. The usual answer by the defense is that it could be handled by the prosecution on redirect. But that is not the case, Your Honor, please. So long as there is nothing in the rules that would allow the defense to constrain the witness to answer yes or no, the prosecution will vehemently object to that, Your Honor,
The
please.
presiding officer
May I, Your
overrules
Honor?
the presiding officer overrules the objection. The counsel for prosecutors can make a continuing objection regarding this matter, but it is the position of the presiding officer that the witness is seasoned enough. According to his testimony yesterday, he has attended over, if I recall correctly, 30 hearings already. So he would know how to respond and to explain if the need would arise. And it's up for counsel for the respondent, if at all, to strike out whatever answers that are not responsive to his question. Counsel for respondent may proceed.
Thank
We
you.
would abide, Your Honor. We would abide.
Thank you, counsel for the prosecutors.
And you testified that you got this training from MaxCore Interventures,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
And you said that the training you got from MaxCore Interventures was in digital forensics.
Yes, sir.
I have with me in Articles of Partnership of MaxCore Interventures Co. You see that it states that it is the Articles of Partnership of MaxCore Interventures Co.
Your Honor, may we allow Attorney Stephen Magallon to also approach the witness stand to peruse the document. And of course, at this juncture, Your Honor, please, I have to object.
I have no question yet, Your Honor.
I am objecting to the witness being shown an articles of incorporation, a
Articles of
partnership of a partnership, Your Honor, please. Anyways, since the question has not been asked, I will...
Let us wait for the question, counsel. In the meantime, the presiding officer allows counsel for the prosecutors to examine the document being presented to the witness.
And Your Honor, for the reference of the senators, we are flashing this Articles of Partnership on the screens. Sir, please take a look at page 2 of these articles. Page 2, sir. That's here. Page 1, page 2. Let's read it together, okay? Primary purpose, to engage in the business of trading both import and export of goods on wholesale, retail basis. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now on page, the same very same page 2. The secondary purpose. Let's read it together again. Own, use, improve, develop, subdivide, sell, exchange, lease of all kinds, including buildings, houses, apartments, and other structures. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
After that, in the same page 2, the secondary purpose is to print, publish, distribute, buy, sell, acquire rights, to and generally deal in all kinds of software packages, books, periodicals, newspapers, magazines, journals, and other publications dealing in or having to do with subjects of all kinds, character, and all acts of things as may time to time be deemed needful, necessary, or required. You see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I'm showing you a screenshot of the website of this MaxScore Interventures Co. It states under About Us. I'm also flashing this on the screen, Your Honors, for the ease of the senator judges.
Your Honor, at this juncture, the prosecution will now manifest that there was no question propounded as to the presentation of the Articles of Partnership. And the counsel is now moving forward to the presentation of an alleged website. Therefore, it seems that the defense counsel is the one presenting the documents without propounding any question to this witness. Highly improper, Your Honor, please. Highly improper. The counsel should be asking question and not presenting document. You will have your turn when the defense team is allowed to present your evidence. 2 documents, no question yet. Highly improper, Your Honor, please. Again, I don't want to put the lawyer on the spot, but that is highly improper. Ask questions.
Your Honor, I did ask questions.
No, there was no question.
Counsel-
Can we ask that the transcript be read back?
Counsel, kindly proceed.
Thank you.
Counsel for the prosecutors, with the understanding that Mr. Calilong is not testifying as to the truth of whatever counsel asked him or what he read, because clearly he's not competent
Agreed,
to
Your Honor.
testify as to the truth of what is contained in the Articles of Partnership. However, as to the fact that he read it and saw it, up to that extent, and the senator judges are so advised as well. So ordered. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, sir. And I am on cross, Your Honor. Thank you. Sir, under the words About Us, it says MaxScore Interventures has been established as a one-stop source of different products and services intended for both government and private institutions. Its company tagline, Innovation Without Boundaries, stands true testament to provide customers with quality merchandise, from the simplest to the most sophisticated ones at very affordable prices. The company places a long-term business relationship through customer satisfaction on top of its priority list, with integrity and honesty as the foundation of the company. It envisions to evolve into excellence amidst the competitive pace of information technology. You see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, now I'm showing you another screenshot of the website of this MaxScore Interventures Co. You confirm that I'm also flashing this for the ease of the court. Sir,
At this point, Your Honor, please, allowed. The prosecution is allowed.
Counsel for the prosecutor is recognized.
Your Honor, not by way of an objection, but a manifestation, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor, this is...
Wait. I'm not
Before
done.
that, I would like to object to your manifestation. Your Honor, there's no objection. Why is the
Your Honor,
prosecutor allowed to manifest during my cross-examination?
Counsel
Honor.
for respondent, kindly wait for the presiding officer to recognize you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is the desire of the counsel for the prosecutors to
I
make
would
a
like to put into record the simple fact, Your Honor, please, that basis has not yet been laid as to the presentation of these documents. He presented an articles of partnership and screenshots of websites without saying who took these screenshots or who, from where did the defense get the articles of partnership. That is only by way of manifestation. No need for the court to rule on that, Your Honor, please.
Noted. Earlier ruling of the presiding officer stands. Counsel may proceed.
Your Honor, may I respond?
No need, counsel. It was not an objection. Please proceed with your cross.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I also state a manifestation, Your Honor? Your Honor, the basis of the defense was laid...
For the record, The chair will allow it. Just this
Thank you.
once, please.
The basis of the defense was laid when we asked him whether he testified that he got his training as an expert witness from MaxCore Ventures. That's basis,
Counsel,
Your
please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, could you take a look at this? Under the words "our products," the products seen there are office supplies and equipment, ICT equipment, software and hardware, investigative equipment, hardware and software, emergency response software, and CCTVs. Do you see that?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Calilong, are you a lawyer?
No, sir.
Yesterday, you testified that you signed the affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I request a copy from the prosecution? I think it is Exhibit P-4-3 in series.
P-4-
3 series.
Your Honor, please, manifestation. The witness, number one, mentioned the affidavit of investigation, but that the witness did not identify the documents. So for the record, Your Honor, please, that document is not yet presented in courts as a documentary evidence, Your Honor, please. So highly improper for the defense to elicit that document through this witness precisely because this witness did not yet identify the affidavit of investigation, Your Honor, please.
Which exhibit is this? I believe he did, counsel, but which exhibit is this?
Exhibit P-4-3 to Exhibit P-4-3BB, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please, if I may, it was not yet identified, but it's pre-marked, Your Honor, please, to be presented by our next witness, Attorney Jeremy Lotok. So highly improper, in as much as we want to accommodate the defense.
So who is the signatory in that document? Is it
Your Honor, Mr. Calilong is a signatory to that document.
is one of the signatories?
Yes.
Is one of the signatories. But the counsel for prosecutor is correct. This document has not yet been identified by any of the witness for the counsel for the prosecutors.
Yes.
You will get your chance, counsel for the respondent, when Attorney Lotok testifies later, which I believe this is the only exhibit that he will be testifying to.
All right, Your Honor.
Kindly proceed, counsel.
You mentioned a affidavit of investigation, correct?
Yes, sir.
And this affidavit of investigation, you sent a copy to the House of Representatives Committee on Justice.
Yes, sir.
You identified it during the House Committee hearings on April 29, 2025.
Yes, sir.
I'm showing you now an affidavit of investigation. This is marked as Exhibit D-4-46 in series, Your Honor.
D-4-46 and series. Is there a counterpart marking from the counsel for prosecutors?
Yes, Your Honor. This is P-4-3 to P-4-3BB.
Thank you. For the record.
This annex of this affidavit of investigation has appendages, correct? Annexes.
Yes, sir.
And it forms a whole, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, do you confirm that you signed this?
I'm one of the signatories, sir.
Do you want me to have him identify signature? Okay. Your Honor, do you have here, sir? Kaso lang, sir, yung sinumbit mo po, I withdraw, Your Honor. Apart from this affidavit of investigation, dated February 10, are you aware if there is another affidavit of investigation executed by the NBI represented by the Cybercrime Division in relation to this case?
This is the only one that is submitted, sir.
No, executed, signed. My question is
The defense
execute.
cannot argue with the witness, Your Honor, please.
The witness would know how to respond, counsel. If he is not responsive to your question, do not argue with the witness.
Yes, Your
Kindly
Honor.
rephrase.
Apart from this affidavit of investigation, are you aware if there is any other affidavit of investigation signed by the NBI represented by the cybercrime?
Okay, at that juncture, I have to object. Vague, Your Honor, affidavit of investigation signed
Related
by
to
the
this
FBI.
case, Your
There could
Honor.
be thousands.
Related
of
to this
documents.
case.
If the witness knows,
Naku, yari
Witness
ka
may
dyan,
answer?
Kalilong, nahuli ka.
is there any other affidavit of investigation executed by the NBI cybercrime in relation to this case, witness?
As far as I remember, sir, this is the final affidavit of investigation, sir.
Final affidavit. Are you sure, Agent? Let me remind you that you are under oath.
Yes, sir.
I have with me a certification, a DOJ certification, executed by J.V. Lawrence B. Bandung, Senior Assistant State Prosecutor J.V. Bandung. For the record, Your Honor, this is Exhibit D-4-29 for the defense. Do you see this, sir?
Yes, sir.
This certification dated February 5, 2025, states, and I quote, the complaint referral does not contain all the necessary evidence to prove the essential elements of the crime. Therefore, it is recommended that the same be first referred for case buildup. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Now below that, in the second page, below that, under the word notes, number 1, therefore, states, and I quote, that there is no... May I have this flashed on the screen, please? For the ease of the court. So the Honorable Court can follow. Under notes again, sir. For the record, Your Honor, we are flashing the certification on the screen. Under notes, sir, number 1 therefore states, and I quote, there is no affidavit of the persons who recorded the video entitled VP November 23 Press Con at Batasan through open broadcast software OBS and in turn stored it in a digital video disc. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to page 2. On paragraph 7, it states, and I quote, one of the elements of the crime of grave threats is that the offender threatens another with infliction upon the latter's person, honor, or property, or upon that of the latter's family of any wrong amounting to any crime. In the instant complaint, only the NBI executed an affidavit and there was no participation on the part of the offended parties, as it appears. NBI is not the offended party for the crime of grave threats. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Above this, in paragraph 6, it states that, and I quote, only the minutes of the meeting with several personalities and representatives from various media outfits were submitted. And although the minutes were signed, there was no individual affidavit executed regarding the contents of said minutes. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 5, it states that, and I quote, the affidavit of one Patria Morales mentioned that she stored these footages in a USB and submitted it to the NBI. However, there was no USB attached to the complaint, only a DVD was attached. There was no detail regarding the contents of this DVD. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 4, it states, and I quote, Annex L did not indicate who made such TSN. There was also no affidavit of the person who made the TSN. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 3, it states that, and I quote, Annexes I and K, open parenthesis, DVDs with markings NBI-CNN-C-2412-43-6-2 and NBI-CCN-C-24-12436-2, close parenthesis, were not accompanied by an affidavit of the record and TSN, also affidavit of the one who will execute the TSN.
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 2, it states, and I quote, "The press briefing conducted on October 18 was not recorded and or stored in the DVD, no video submitted, and there was no TSN of the said briefing and the necessary affidavit of the person taking the CSN."
Yes, sir.
Now you are aware, sir, so now, is your memory refresher? Did the DOJ send back the original affidavit of investigation to the NBI?
Yes, sir. As far as
Thank you. Now, you are aware that on February 11, 2025, the NBI, through its then director, retired Judge Jaime B. Santiago, wrote to the Office of the Prosecutor General submitting a revised affidavit of investigation.
Yes, sir.
This is your affidavit of investigation dated February 10, right? February 10, 2025.
Correct,
So,
sir.
wait. So, objection, Your Honor. The defense said that this is your affidavit, dated February 10, without showing any document to the
I'm asking,
witness.
sir,
How could the witness answer to a question that is not accompanied with a document? That should be the basis for the question and the
and
answer,
this
Your
is
Honors.
your affidavit. I will reform, Your Honor.
Kindly reform, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is your affidavit dated February 10, 2024, correct? Please check. Sorry, sir.
Your Honor, can I make a manifestation, Your Honor, please?
Your Honor, can we object again to this manifestation?
Manifestation. I will not even object. I'm being generous. Your Honor,
Counsel,
The
let's wait for the witness to review it. It's a voluminous document. And the signature is on the last page. You can make the corresponding objection to
Signature.
the style, manner, of cross-examination of the counsel for responding at the proper time.
Signature. Yan po.
Nako, kalilong. Ano
Is
na?
this the
Mukhang
amended
mahuli ka.
affidavit of investigation?
This is a photocopy of the
Yes, sir.
affidavit, sir.
This is the amended one.
Yes, sir. The photocopy, sir.
Thank you.
With the permission of counsel, Mr. Calilong, what was the date of the first affidavit you submitted that was returned by the DOJ to the NBI?
As far as I remember, January 30, and was when the certification was issued, we complied with the requirements and submitted it on February 10. That's
Have
why
you
there's a revision.
identified that affidavit of investigation dated January 30 in yesterday's proceedings? No. Yes or no?
Sir?
Have you identified the January 30?
The one that I identified, Your Honor, is the authentication, Your Honor.
Not the affidavit of investigation. So you have not done so.
Yes, sir.
This one, you have not done so too.
Yes, Your Honor.
For the record, counsel, you may proceed.
I'm showing you now a letter dated January 30 from the former NBI Director Jaime Santiago.
Now, I have to object, Your Honor, please. You know, the defense has been confronting this witness with documents, even without marking and identifying the source of these documents.
Your
It's
Honor,
like
that's-
plucking out of thin air a document, presenting them the document to the witness, and withdrawing the document
Your Honor, that's up
without
to the...
even introducing this piece of evidence, this piece of exhibits into evidence. So my question is, through the presiding officer, is the defense not entering these documents into evidence, Your Honor, please?
They can do so at the proper time, counsel, but insofar as the witness is concerned, I think the basis was laid when he said that he executed only one affidavit of investigation in connection with this case. Now it seems that there are two affidavits,
I would like to make
both of which have not yet been presented. One will be presented, I think, by Attorney Lotok.
Your Honor, for
But
the
first
record-
one, we're not aware of it. Is that correct, counsel, for the respondent?
Your Honor, he just identified a copy of the affidavit of investigation.
Dated January 30?
April 10, 2025. Your Honor.
April,
February
February
10.
10.
Sorry, Your Honor. February 10.
February 10, Your Honor, please.
What about the first affidavit? The witness said he had the first affidavit.
Yes, Your Honor. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
You only cited a January 30 letter of
Yes,
the
Your Honor.
former NBI
I cited, Your Honor, a
Director.
certification by the DOJ returning an affidavit.
And that is now the problem, Your Honor. In fact, even I am confused because the documents are not introduced into evidence by the defense.
Counsel, please, please proceed and kindly help the court to be
Thank
clarified
you.
regarding this matter.
You mentioned that that you were aware that the then director, retired Judge B. Santiago, wrote to the office of the Prosecutor General submitting a revised affidavit of investigation on February 11, 2025. I'm showing you now that letter dated February 11, 2025. For the record, this is Exhibit D-4-43 for the defense.
Up for the defense, you mean pre-marked, I
Pre-marked.
suppose. Because when you say marked as evidence for the
Pre-marked.
defense, it's not yet. Your turn has, you have yet to present your exhibit, so it should be pre-marked, Your Honor, please.
No, it's pre-marked, and I believe both the defense and the respondent and the prosecution also have common pieces of evidence which you decided during pre-trial. This is not one of them, which you decided during pre-trial to be marked
It's
separately.
not one of those few common pieces of evidence.
Yes, there are a few.
Sir,
Please proceed, counsel, for the respondent. Witness may answer.
there is a signature above the name Judge Jaime B. Santiago. Whose signature is that?
Your Honor, now I would like to object to the relevance. A letter is being, the witness is being confronted with a letter coming from the former NBI Director, Judge Jaime B. Santiago, and this witness is now being asked to identify whose signature is that. That's obvious.
I'll allow it conditionally if you can show the relevance
Your Honor-
insofar as your ability to test the credibility and the accuracy of the witness is concerned. In the meantime, I'll allow it. Kindly show the connection, counsel.
Thank you. Sir, whose signature is this?
Yari ka, Kalilong. Kaninong signature yan?
As far as I remember, signature of Director Santiago, sir.
Thank you. On the last line of the letter, on the fourth page, sir, Please take a look. Last line. It says, and I quote, "To support our recommendations attached herein is the revised affidavit of investigation, including its attachments." Did you see that, Agent?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And you confirm that the former NBI Director Jaime Santiago wrote to the Prosecutor General, Richard Anthony Di Fadolion, a letter dated January 30, 2025. This is one of the documents that you submitted to the Committee on Justice, correct?
Where's...
Okay, I will show you now. May I have this flashed on the screen? Do you recall this document?
Yes, sir.
Yes. January 30, 2025 is a date earlier than February 10, 2025, correct?
Yes.
Your Honor.
As an answer,
for the
Your Honor.
prosecutor.
Your Honor, the witness being asked which
Your Honor, ask and
came
answer.
first. I mean, relevance, Your Honor. Relevance.
Counsel, if the witness knows and the counsel for respondent will be given the latitude to test the credibility, accuracy, and completeness of the testimony of the witness. But we note your continuing objection, because you already sound frustrated, counsel, in regard to this line of questioning by the
I'm very
counsel for the
patient, Your Honor,
respondent.
please. I'm very patient.
The counsel for respondent may proceed. Witness
Thank
may
you.
answer.
He already answered, Your Honor. Thank you. You earlier confirmed that there was actually a certification dated February 5, 2025. You like
Objection, misleading. I don't
I have no
remember
question,
this
Your Honor.
witness.
Let
stating
the
that there
counsel
was-
finish with this question, counsel.
He even read it, Your Honor. You likewise confirmed that in that said certification, dated February 5, 2025, the earlier affidavit of investigation were subject to 7 recommendations. And you confirmed that you read that.
Objection.
Ground
Misleading,
for
Your Honor,
objection.
please. Now the counsel mentioned 7 grounds. 7 grounds. And I don't remember this witness uttering the term 7 grounds. What I do remember, Your Honor, please, is that this witness was confronted with a certification, a letter, whatever, but now the counsel is now asking this witness to confirm the contents of those certifications or letters. Misleading.
No,
That's
Your-
not allowed during cross. The counsel is now assuming facts that have yet to be established. Can I repeat that? This witness was only confronted with certifications, letters, dated this, dated that. And now, the counsel now asking,
Your
do you
Honor, please.
confirm-
He's
do you
now
confirm,
testifying.
right? Wait, let me finish. Now he is asking this witness to confirm that in that letter there are 7 grounds, as if this witness uttered those words. The ground is misleading, definition. This counsel is assuming facts that have yet to be established through this witness, Your Honor, please.
Counsel, again, the witness is not a newbie. I think he can handle himself and would know how to answer if indeed he is familiar or not with what is being presented to him. And thus far, he has responded based on his knowledge of these documents. Chair will allow it. Witness
you,
may answer.
Sir?
Can you repeat the question, counsel?
You confirmed that there was a certification dated February 5, 2025. You likewise confirmed that in said certification,
Your Honor, compound question.
there's no question.
Wait.
Kindly wait for the presiding officer to recognize you before answering.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Much
Please,
obliged, Your Honor,
counsel
please.
for the prosecutors, please finish with your objection.
Thank you so much. Can I?
Yes,
Your
please
Honor,
proceed, counsel.
Compound questions. The witness is now being confronted with 2 successive questions without allowing this witness to answer the first question. What makes a compound question?
No need to lecture, counsel. Counsel for respondent, please reform.
Your Honor, I had no question. I had no question yet.
Kindly proceed with your question.
Thank you, Your Honor. The earlier affidavit of investigation was subject to 7 recommendations from the DOJ
Vague, Your Honor,
for case
please.
build-up.
Objection vague. The earlier investigation, which investigation is the counsel referring to?
We already
Objection vague.
We already established, Your Honor, there was an earlier one. This is
Overruled again. The witness is competent enough to testify. Overruled. Witness, kindly proceed with your question, counsel.
Yes. In the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025, that you identified, despite DOJ's recommendation number 6 that you earlier read,
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
Sir, Your Honor, I'm not
If
yet
the
finished.
ground is
Can we
already-
wait for the counsel to finish with this question, counsel, please?
Okay, Your Honor.
The question. Sir, there were still no affidavits of the journalists from the media outlets in your affidavit of investigation dated February 10.
Witness, not answer first. Objection, Your Honor, please, misleading.
Why is it misleading, counsel?
The counsel said the earlier affidavit of investigation. In fact, Your Honor, please, he referred to the February 10 investigation. That's not the earlier investigation. That is the final affidavit investigation submitted to the DOJ. Misleading. Misleading, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
The presiding officer will ask the question. Mr. Witness, did you attach the affidavits of the 2 witnesses that viewed the video of the Vice President in the February 10 affidavit?
Yes, sir. Let me qualify my answer in number 6, sir.
You may do so.
In number 6, sir, the DOJ requested an affidavit to be executed regarding the contents of the minutes. I executed an affidavit attesting to those minutes, sir, which I'm part of the interview, sir.
But was it attached to the February 10 affidavit?
Yes, sir.
Counsel for the respondent, your witness.
thank you. Sir, but there are no affidavits of the journalists from the media outlets, correct? My question is not found there, Your Honor.
Oh, Your Honor, please.
My question is
Your
not
Honor.
found there.
Okay, wait. The counsel is confronting the witness with a document, and he propounded questions,
was
and then
not-
he asked another question, and he took the document away. What's
Your
the
Honor,
purpose of that?
I was
Objection,
not-
Your Honor, please.
My question is plain, Your Honor.
Let the
Do you-
witness peruse the document you presented him with. Let
My-
him answer that through a document.
My question is plain, Your Honor.
Your Honor, a witness should be allowed to peruse the document
I am
that he
not-
was confronted with.
Counsels, please. Witness, I think the witness understood the question. Mr. Calilong, you may answer if you understand the question.
I will repeat the question. Your
Kindly
Honor.
repeat, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is still no affidavits of the journalists from media outlets appended on your revised affidavit of investigation, sir.
May I qualify my answer?
No, sir.
Oh.
Just answer a yes or no.
Kindly look at the document presented to you. On redirect, counsel can make you explain the disparity, if any. The question is simple. Are the affidavits attached to the affidavit of investigation?
May I see the question number 6?
Your Honor, my question does not relate to question number 6.
Kindly show the witness, counsel.
I
If
will.
it will enable him to give an intelligent answer
Can we
to your
please
question.
flash certification and put it to paragraph number 6?
The paragraph number 6 states that only the minutes of meeting with several personalities and representatives from various media outfits were submitted. Although the minutes were signed, there were no individual affidavit executed regarding to the content of the minutes. On this,
Okay, sir. I have no
So the
question.
answer is the affidavits are not attached.
I have executed an affidavit, sir.
No, the
Sir,
affidavits of the two journalists are not attached. I think that's the only question of
Yes, sir.
counsel for the respondent.
Thank you, Your Honor. Instead, sir, as you confirmed, what you appended to the affidavit of investigation are affidavits of NBI agents, correct?
Yes, sir.
Not the journalists who were present
The one
during the November 23, 2024 press conference.
The one who interviewed, sir.
Yeah, the one into interview. Not the journalists.
Yes, sir.
Ask and answer, Your Honor.
Sir, in the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025 that you identified, despite DOJ's recommendation number 7, can we show again DOJ recommendation number 7? In the certification dated February 5, 2025, it is still the NBI Cybercrime Division that is the complainant.
I believe this is answered on the letter of the director, sir.
Sir, my answer is answerable by yes and no. The complainant is still the NBI Cybercrime Division.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. The supposed offended parties in this case would be President Bongbong Marcos,
Yes, sir.
the First Lady Lisa Marcos,
Yes, sir.
the former Speaker of the House Martin Romualdez.
Yes, sir.
Did President Marcos appear before the NBI during its investigation?
No, sir.
Did the First Lady Lisa Marcos appear before the NBI during its investigation?
No, sir.
Did the former Speaker Martin Romualdez appear before the NBI during its investigation?
No, sir.
Sir, I'm showing you again for the record the affidavit of investigation. Sir, did you attach to that affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025, an affidavit of the President Marcos?
Only the responses, sir.
Sir, listen to my question.
That's
Did
the
you-
answer.
Your Honor, he did not answer, so I am entitled to
That's
ask
his
again.
answer.
Not responsive. The question was, Mr. Witness, did you attach the affidavit of President Marcos to the February 10 affidavit?
No, sir.
Did you attach an affidavit of the First Lady Lisa Marcos on your affidavit?
No, sir.
Did you attach an affidavit of former Speaker Martin Romualdez on your affidavit of investigation?
No, sir.
To your knowledge, if you know, sir, did President Marcos file any criminal complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte as a result of the November 23, 2024 online press conference?
He made a statement.
No, sir. My question is, if you know, did the President file any criminal complaint against the Vice President?
I have no personal knowledge.
Did the First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos file any criminal complaint against VP Sara?
I have no personal knowledge.
How about the Speaker Martin Romualdez? Did he file any criminal complaint against VP Sara as a result of the November 23, 2024 online press conference?
I have no personal knowledge.
Did you really investigate this case?
Oh, Your
Withdrawn,
Honor,
Your Honor.
argument that they
Withdrawn.
Your Honor, please.
Withdrawn.
Did you really investigate this?
How about
Question
the
has been
Speaker
withdrawn.
Martin Romualdez? In other words, sir, the alleged offended parties were not included as complainants in the case you filed with the Department of Justice.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. And despite the fact that the NBI Cybercrime Division did not comply with recommendations number 6 and number 7 in the certification dated February 5, 2026, it nevertheless filed the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025 that you identified today.
Can I qualify my answer, sir?
No, sir. Just answer with a yes or no.
Witness may be allowed to answer according to how he wishes to explain. You may proceed, Mr. Witness, to answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. For this case po, we complied with the requirements of the DOJ. That's why we secured a second certification wherein our documents is enough for preliminary investigation, sir.
Okay, thank you. And this certification is a certification dated February 5, 2025, correct?
Kindly show the witness the
This
document.
is not the new certification, sir.
Oh, sorry, sir. So, apologies, Your Honor. February 11. This was also executed by Senior Assistant State Prosecutor J.V. Lawrence B. Bandong, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now let's discuss the nature of the investigation you conducted. You claimed in your affidavit, sir, affidavit of investigation, that the NBI began its investigation into the VP's remarks because it was directed by the DOJ to do so.
Motu proprio and directed, sir.
Okay. Do you understand what you just said, sir?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
oh. Can I
I'm
object
asking,
to that,
sir.
Your Honor, please?
I'm asking, sir, it
argumentative.
makes sense, Your Honor.
Argumentative, counsel. Move on.
Mutu proprio, sir, means...
Oh, no, objection. You cannot lecture, counsel. This is
Sir, what does
cross-examination.
you mentioned mutu proprio. What does it mean?
Even without a complainant, we started the investigation, sir.
Are you sure, sir?
Oh, argumentative. Are you sure,
I get-
sir?
Move on,
Are
counsel.
you sure,
Move on.
sir?
How... How about direct investigation? What does that mean?
Your Honor. Okay, never mind.
Directed investigation. What does that mean?
There is instruction from above, sir.
From?
Above. From
Above.
upper.
What does above mean?
It may be the DOJ or the higher.
Higher. What's higher than the DOJ?
Based on that, it's only the DOJ, sir.
Based on... You said above the DOJ, sir.
No, sir. Above the
Sir,
NBI,
you said above... May I ask for a...
Argumentative, Your Honor,
Counsel,
argumentative.
counsel, again, I would have to sustain the objection. It is argumentative. I heard
All
the
right,
answer,
Your
and he meant as a general term above, but referring apparently to only the DOJ in this particular instance.
We submit, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
You confirmed that the NBI Cybercrime Division is the complainant in the case against the Vice President, and that the DOJ filed this with the NBI filed this with the DOJ.
Objection, compound,
No,
Your Honor. That's a
no
compound
question, Your Honor. That was just a statement.
Counsel,
Oh,
kindly wait.
exactly. Your Honor, a
He's laying
statement.
the basis for a question. Go to your question, counsel.
Sir, the NBI, of course, you're from the NBI, is under the Department of Justice.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we can take judicial notice of that. We
Your
cannot-
Honor, if I'm on cross, Your Honor.
I know, but
I'm on cross.
there are things that
No.
will not be discussed.
Your Honor, please.
Counsel-
Can I, Your Honor?
Your Honor, please.
Counsel, let's give him some latitude. Although
secret-
Much obliged, Your Honor, much
although we
obliged.
can take judicial notice of that, it's part of his cross-examination.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. The Secretary of Justice is meanwhile the head of the DOJ, correct?
Yes, sir.
It's the Secretary of Justice exercises control and supervision over the NBI.
Yes, but even
No,
without-
no more questions.
The witness
Yes
is
or no,
answering.
Mr. Witness? If you know,
Can you repeat, sir?
Mr. Witness.
The Secretary of Justice exercises control and supervision over the NBI. Yes or no?
We are under, sir. But we're independent.
So you do not know.
Oh, Your Honor, that's
Sorry.
argumentative. So
Sir,
you
are
do
you-
not know?
All right, Your Honor. Are you aware of Book 4, Chapter 8,
Oh,
Supervision and Control of the Admin Code?
Your
Section
Honor.
39. Your Honor, I have no
Your Honor.
question yet.
Yeah.
Please.
yeah.
Section
Counsel for the
39.
prosecutor, let the counsel for respondent finish his question.
Yes, Your Honor.
Section 39 thereof, Secretary's authority. The Secretary shall have the supervision and control over the bureaus, offices, and agencies under him. Supervision and control. Sir, my question is this. Is the NBI, the National Bureau of Investigation, under a bureau under the Department of Justice?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And, sir, the President has control over all executive departments, correct?
I believe so, sir.
The DOJ is one of those executive departments, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the current President is Ferdinand Marcos Jr., correct?
We agree to that. That's judicial notice.
Your Honor, please. Yes
There's
or
no
no?
other
Yes, sir.
president. We
Oh,
only
he
have
answered
one
already, Your
president.
Honor.
Already asked and answered.
The head of the executive branch is President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., correct?
Yes, sir.
The very same Ferdinand Marcos Jr., who you said was an offended party in the case against Vice President Duterte.
Yes, sir.
So, in other words, the NBI investigated and filed the complaint. The DOJ directed the investigation and will determine whether the case should proceed to court. And the alleged offended party, President Marcos, is the constitutional head of the executive branch,
Objection.
exercising control over both the DOJ and the NBI. I
Your Honor,
withdraw, Your
objection.
Honor. I withdraw.
Objection of the
I withdraw, Your
It's the
Honor.
ground.
I withdraw.
Oh, Your Honor. It's even more compound question.
Nothing to object
Asking
to.
several
Withdraw,
subject
Your Honor.
matters.
Withdraw. Withdraw.
Counsel, move on.
Withdrawn.
Sir, you testified earlier that you investigated the Vice President in relation to the press briefing that she conducted on November 23, 2024.
Yes, sir.
This investigation by the NBI Cybercrime Division was started after the conduct of the November 23, 2024 press briefing of the Vice President, correct?
Yes, sir.
So basically, to put it simply, the investigation was done after the supposed incident on November 23, 2024.
The same day, sir.
The same day, but after.
Oh, Your Honor, the same day then after.
Same, not
could it be
responsive,
the
Your
Counsel,
Honor.
After.
clarify your question.
Same day,
The
same day.
investigation was done after, later than, the supposed incident on November 23, 2024.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You mean to say later that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because how can you investigate something that hasn't happened yet?
Correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
Sir, you're not one of the participants of the press conference on November 23, 2025, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you do not have personal knowledge about what transpired during that press briefing, correct?
It was live streamed, sir.
You did not watch that live stream, correct? In
It
real
was-
time.
Yes, sir.
You only acquired knowledge about it when you started investigating later that day.
Yes, sir.
You also do not have personal knowledge of the alleged threats made by the Vice President during that press conference. Press briefing, sorry.
After the press briefing.
After. You only acquired knowledge about it when you started investigating.
Yes, sir.
You also do not have personal knowledge of the alleged assassin that was allegedly hired by the Vice President.
It came to my knowledge upon...
Personal knowledge, sir.
No, sir.
Now, during your testimony yesterday, you mentioned that during your investigation on the November 23, 2024 press briefing conducted by the Vice President, you preserved a copy of said press briefing through open source investigation, correct?
Preserve a copy through Open Broadcast Software Studio.
Okay, thank you for the correction. One of the videos that you were able to preserve in relation to your investigation is the screen recording of the November 23, 2024 press briefing conducted by the Vice President, right?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I move that the very same USB be unsealed and shown by the prosecutor's Exhibit P-4-10 be unsealed and shown the witness.
Counsel for the prosecutor, so instructed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay ka na po? Wait lang.
November 20.
This is Exhibit P-4-10, I believe. Your Honor, may I request that he unseal the USB and that it be allowed to be played?
Which part, counsel?
Your Honor, we will play various parts of the, not the whole, for the, as the...
That's what I was worried about.
Yes, Your Honor. We understood by the faces of the honorable members of the court. So,
So you will
we will just...
play parts.
Yes, Your Honor.
Of it, and you identified, I presume, the time stamp.
Yes, we have, Your Honor. I will get to that.
Witness may open the seal,
Thank you, Your Honor.
and counsel for the prosecutors is instructed to accompany one of the counsels for the respondent, in the tech booth to make sure that it's the same USB being presented.
For the record, Your Honor, the witness is opening the prosecution's Exhibit P-4-10, Your Honor. This is the video dated November 23, 2024.
I have unsealed the flash drive, sir.
Counsel this with understanding, okay, very much like yesterday, that this USB will again be sealed and signed by both parties.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, may request that this be played. Here, brother. Sorry.
Counsel for the prosecutors, kindly accompany a representative from the counsel of the respondent to the tech booth to make sure the same USB to be played. Kindly just guide us through, Counsel Attorney Narvaez, as regards the timestamps.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will.
Please don't forget your promise that it's not going to be the whole 2 hours.
Yes, Your Honor.
Waiting.
Senator Judge Pia Cayetano, what is your pleasure, ma'am?
Yes. If it's possible, Mr. President, if our secretariat can install a monitor here because magkaka-stiff neck na po ako watching this. And it really doesn't look nice that I'm slouched there looking this way. So, and then this one here is a little bit, not for videos, but for the copies of affidavit, it's quite difficult. So if they can put one here, the others want another, but I can speak for those in the front row we would like to request. Thank you.
The clerk of court, rather, is instructed to kindly install a TV monitor in front of the tables of the counsel for the parties instead of at the witness stand. Both sides. Underneath the table of the counsel for the parties, Senator Judge Pia. Counsel, for the record and for reference, kindly identify the timestamp that you will be playing. I presume in chronological order.
Your Honor, for the record, we are showing the witness a part of the video marked as the prosecution's Exhibit P-4-10. First video, the timestamp around 0001:27 to 0002:20 of the November 23, 2023 press briefing as contained in the video that you identified yesterday, sir. Your Honor, may we ask that the video be played at those specific timestamps?
I do an apology. And then, kung sabi po nila, I just have to do an MR. And I did an MR, but they did not rule on it. And then suddenly they have an order transferring me. When ang nauna naman na order ng final ng lawyers namin was an MR to lift that order of contempt. Because they said that was the procedure. If they were not able to rule on that, how were they able to come up with an order, to transfer me to the women's correctional in the dead of the night? I mean, bakit ganun? Wala na bang rights yung mga tao? They just go to your room and then just get... Bakit ka? I don't understand.
Your Honor, may I ask that the video be stopped? Sir, do you know who that is in the in the video that you identified?
Attorney Sulaika, as far as I remember, sir.
And Attorney Zulaika, as far as you remember, Attorney Zulaika is who in relation to the Vice President? You may answer not a yes or no question.
As far as I remember, she is the COS.
COS meaning Chief of Staff,
Chief of
right?
Staff.
And she is there in that video because she was cited in contempt by the House of Representatives, correct? If you are aware, you're the investigator.
Prior to the...
Sir, my question again.
The witness
Let
is
the
about to
witness answer.
answer.
Witness is in the process of answering.
Prior to the scene, I have no personal knowledge, but based on her statement during the video, it was, I think it was mentioned.
So you didn't investigate the things that happened prior to the scene, correct? Sir, yes or no?
We have investigated, sir.
You didn't investigate.
Oh,
I did, sir.
argumentative.
That's why there's an October 18, sir.
So what happened before that? If you investigated,
I
what
can only
happened?
say I don't have personal knowledge, sir. Because
Sir.
I'm not present during that time, sir.
Witness is not responsive. The question was, what happened prior to this video, this particular clip of the video, if you know, given that you investigated the incident, as you said?
As far as I remember, there is a hearing in the House of Representatives.
What committee, sir?
I can't remember the committee, sir.
What happened, sir?
COS was cited in contempt, sir.
By who, sir?
I can't remember the exact, sir.
But you investigated. I withdraw, Your Honor. Can we play, let me show you timestamps around 002832 to 002933. This is the same prosecution's exhibit P-4-10. That is the video you identified yesterday. Your Honor, may we request that that video be played?
Hindi ako lalabas. Hindi ako lalabas.
Pwede magtanong. And sorry, just very quick. Jason, if I may. Sorry. Go ahead. So after you push back attorney, they left the room, no? Tama ba? Did I appreciate that that detail accurately?
Because I think alam din naman nila na mali yung ginagawa nila. You don't throw people in the dead of the night. What is that? It served, di ba? Official business hours. Because hindi naman po ako kriminal eh. I am not a criminal. I am already here in their facility. I have assured them already that I will attend their hearing on Monday. So why will they treat me like that? So that's why I said I want my lawyer. I want my lawyer.
Talk, please. Sir, did you consider this in making your evaluation in the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now let me show you timestamps around 003305 to 003432 of the November 23, 2023 press briefing as contained in the video that you identified yesterday, the prosecution's exhibit P-4-10. Your Honor, may we request that
You're online, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
I would not have pushed that bed by myself if I did not feel that I was being threatened. My life is being threatened. Alam niyo, I'm sure you saw in the hearing that my back hurts. I cannot parang lift heavy things. I cannot. But dahil natakot ako, I feared for my life. I really pushed that myself. Because hindi lang to harassment. This is really a threat to my life. They gang up on you in the middle of the night Huh? How is that done? Isn't that a threat to my life? Alam nila that I'm sick. I have said that repeatedly when the doctor came here.
Stop. Thank you. Sir, did you investigate it? Did you investigate the threats to Attorney Zuleika's life?
We need a complaint for this one. That's why
Yes or no, sir? Did you investigate?
we did not, because there's
You
no
did not.
complaint.
Okay, thank you.
The motto pro.
No question, sir.
If the witness may be allowed to answer, Your Honor.
I had no question.
Already answered.
Did you consider this part in in making your evaluation in the revised affidavit?
Asked and answered. He said
This is
yes
a different
earlier.
part, Your Honor. This is a
There's
different part. Did you
Witness may
consider
answer.
this part in your evaluation in the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so despite considering these parts of the aforesaid videos, the NBI still recommended the filing of complaints for grave threats and inciting to sedition only against the Vice President. Yes?
May I qualify my answer, sir?
No, sir. Yes or no?
There's a reason why
Sir, your counsel may ask you questions. This is my turn.
Proper
Sir?
subject matter for redirect.
So, despite
Counsel,
considering these parts of the videos shown to you, the NBI still recommended the filing of complaints for grave threats and inciting to sedition against only the Vice President.
Yes, sir.
Now, in the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025, in page 15, paragraph 40 thereof, it is stated there, and I quote, "We unanimously believe that Vice President Duterte may be held liable for grave threats defined and penalized under Article 282 of the Revised Penal Code and inciting to sedition defined and penalized under Article 142 of the Revised Penal Code in relation to RA 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. You see that, sir, right?
Yes, sir.
This conclusion was reached by you together with other affiants of the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, sir, you mentioned that you're not a lawyer, right?
Asked and answered.
Asked and answered.
To date,
Move on,
we are
counsel.
aware, are you aware if any court has convicted the Vice President for grave threats over what transpired on November 23, 2024?
As far as I know, not yet, sir.
Not yet.
As far as you know. Mr. Witness, as far as you know, no.
No, sir.
Proceed, counsel.
To date, thank you, Your Honor. To date, are you aware if any court has convicted the Vice President for inciting to sedition over what transpired on November 23, 2024?
No, on my personal knowledge, sir.
Thank you. But you're the complainant, right?
Argumentative, Your Honor.
I was just asking.
Sustained, move
Asked
on.
and answered. Argumentative. Did you withdraw your question? Improper.
Attached to the revised affidavit of investigation, which you identified and submitted to the DOJ and the Committee on Justice, is your affidavit of transcription of the press conference on November 23, 2024. I am showing you this now. For the record, sir, Your Honor, I will show the... Can you check? Sir, please take a look. Can you please state it in for the record? This is your affidavit of transcription.
Yes, sir. This is a photocopy of my affidavit of transcription, sir.
This refers to the press conference on November 23, 2024.
Yes, sir.
You signed this on December 20, 2024.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please take a look at your paragraph 2. Let's read it together. In relation to the ongoing investigation, the undersigned was tasked to transcribe the screen-recorded video of the press conference of Vice President Sara Duterte on 23 November 2024, which was saved on a DVD. You read that, sir?
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 3 thereof, let's read it together. Undersigned transcribed the video mentioned above which resulted in a CCD transcript hereto attached.
Yes, sir.
You read that, sir? And 4, I hereby certify that the above-mentioned digital evidence has been faithfully transcribed and that has not been edited, altered, or changed in any way. Did you read that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And I am, on number 5, paragraph 5, I am executing this affidavit to attest to the truth of the foregoing facts and circumstances and for whatever legal intent and purpose it may serve.
Yes,
Did you read that, sir?
Yes, sir.
These statements of yours, this affidavit of yours, these were all done under oath, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were offered as an expert in digital forensic examination with a whopping 2 weeks of training. Do you confirm that that transcription of the screen-recorded video of the press conference of VP Sara Duterte on the 23 November 2024 has been faithfully transcribed?
I don't remember that I was introduced as expert, but a competent witness.
Okay, sir, but my question is, the press conference of VP Sara Duterte, the transcription of the screen-recorded video of the press conference of VP Sara Duterte on 23 November 2024 was faithfully transcribed by you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, attached to this affidavit is the transcript, correct? Can you please take a look?
Yes, sir.
And, Your Honor, may I ask again that the video, parts of the video be played of the press conference on November 23, 2024. Let's go through it together, sir. Where's the timestamps? First, let's go to around timestamp 00446. Your Honor, may I request that the video be played? Sir, please.
After this order, are you going to file? Are you going to trigger na po ba, ma'am, the filing?
I am not leaving this room. I am here in the House of Representatives detention facility for 5 days until the hearing on Monday. Nobody can come in here and demand to transfer me in the middle of the night. I have my right.
Okay, ma'am.
Any crime. I am not leaving this room.
Stop.
Okay. Yun po, ma'am.
You heard that, sir? Do you want to repeat it?
I heard it.
You heard it. Sir, in the first, you see also where that part is? Can you see it?
Start with the question with Red Mendoza, sir.
Okay, after the Zuleika Lopez. Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Witness, kindly speak to the mic.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You heard, she said, I am not leaving this room. I am a detainee here in the House of Representatives detention facility for 5 days until the hearing on Monday. That is the first sentence, sir. My question is this. Does your transcript have the words a detainee?
Can you repeat the video, sir?
Okay, let's do it. Please repeat. Please play for the video again, please.
Instructed to kindly play the video timestamp identified by counsel for respondent.
You're going to trigger na po ba, ma'am, the filing?
I am not leaving this room. I am here in the House of Representatives detention facility for 5 days.
That part that the detainee is inaudible, the only I heard. That's
You
why.
heard the, correct?
Yes.
Are the words or the sounds there?
Here.
Huh? Here.
Yes.
Here. Okay. Please play. How about the last
Nilalaro ka
part?
lang ni
The last part
ni
of the
attorney.
paragraph.
Naku, Kalilong.
She said,
mahuhuli
"I
ka
have
dyan.
my rights.
Galingan mo.
I am not accused of any crime. I am not leaving this room." Does your paragraph in your transcript have the word accused after not?
Can you play the video, sir?
Speak to
Please play the video again.
Speak to the microphone.
Thank you, sir. Instructed to play the video. Witness is instructed to speak to the mic.
The man would answer me in the middle of the night. I have my rights. I am not accused of any crime. I am not leaving this room.
More. Play, please.
Okay po, ma'am. Yun lang po, ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am.
Wait. Back.
Any other question?
0446, please.
I'm sorry, ma'am, kasi I understand, ma'am. Ma'am, this is my last question and I'm very much sorry ko. I'm so triggered na po ba, ma'am, the filing?
I am not leaving this room. I am here in the House of Representatives detention facility for 5 days until the hearing on Monday. Nobody can just come in here and demand to transfer me in the middle of the night. I have my rights. I am not accused of any crime. I am not leaving this room.
Stop.
Okay po ba, ma'am?
Is the word accused in your transcript?
What I heard is root, sir,
The root.
of any crime.
The root of any crime.
Yes, sir.
Let's play 001238. Can you please go to 001238?
Personal.
Sinabi nila sa iyo, yung contempt. Diba? Sinabi nila sa iyo, isip namin yung contempt. Ipag-use mo yung apat.
Sabi nila sa akin, if you notice if you're in the hearing, sinuspend po ng Chairman Chua yung...
Wait.
yung
Stop, please.
Your Honor, please. Now, I'm now registering my objection as to the relevance, Your Honor, please. If I may explain, Your Honor, of this line of questioning, Your Honor, please, if I may.
Counsel may explain his objection.
Your Honor, please. This witness already identified the video containing the contents of that press conference on November 23, 2024. And the counsel is now confronting this witness whether there are minuscule portions of the 2-hour video, like detainee, accused, whether this appear in the transcription. Now the basis for the objection is irrelevant. How can it be relevant? How can it be relevant, assuming but not conceding that these two minuscule words, detainee and accused, are not reflected in the transcript, when in fact this witness said he investigated not only on the basis of the transcript, but on the basis of the video that he himself viewed? What's the relevance?
Overruled. Part of cross to test the accuracy and the truthfulness of the witness insofar as his transcription of the video is concerned.
Thank you.
Counsel may proceed.
Thank you. Please play again 001238.
Sinabi nila sa iyo. Kailangan yung contempt. Diba? Sinabi nila sa iyo, isip namin yung contempt. Ipag-use mo yung apat.
Sabi nila sa akin, if you notice if you're in the hearing, di ba? Sinuspend po ng Chairman Chua yung session. Tapos, nung sinight po ako ni Congressman Castro in contempt, then after that, nag-rule sila. Tapos, then sinuspend niya. Tapos, lumapit po sila. Nag-huddle sila. And then, they called my lawyer. And then, told him na kausapin ko. So, lumapit ako. And I really apologize. I said, you know, that letter to the Commission on Audit was really a position of the agency. It is our stand. Like all, di ba? Like, meron kang points na gusto mo i-raise. We respectfully parang raised our points to the Commission on Audit. Alam ko, hindi naman po yung mali kasi that was our right as an agency. Because there was an ongoing audit investigation. Pero hindi naman namin kinukuha.
Narinig mo ba? Narinig mo? Did you hear the Vice President speaking?
I don't hear.
Can you please play again?
Mr. Kalilong, you're reminded, please answer
I don't hear,
through
sir.
the microphone.
Can you please play it again?
MR ka, we let you go. So we filed our MR, they did not rule on it, but suddenly they were able to come out with an order ruling to transfer me to the Women's Correctional.
Hindi. Sabihin mo, sinabi nila sa iyo. Diba, sinabi nila.
There. Did you hear that?
There are sounds, but I can't distinguish the words.
Can you play it again?
Your Honor, asked and answered. What's the point?
Okay, withdrawn, Your Honor. No further questions.
No further question
are
for
we
this
done?
witness on cross. Counsel, do you have redirect?
Of course, Your Honor, please, for the utter failure
I
of
was,
the...
I was hoping you won't, but yes.
For the
please
utter
continue.
failure of the respondent to
Counsel,
debate.
before I recognize counsel for the prosecutor,
Your Honor, we
Senator
need
Judge
to strike.
Tulfo Rafi is recognized.
Your Honor, sorry, may I move to strike that statement of the prosecutor?
How can it be, Your Honor? That's my manifestation. I'm about to answer the question of the presiding officer.
We will review the journal tomorrow. I did not even hear anything
Yes.
that is strikeable, counsel, but we will review the journal tomorrow.
Your Honor, he said for the utter failure of the respondent.
Yes, Your Honor,
We take
I said
exception
for
to
the
that.
utter failure of the respondent to debunk the material points testified to by the witness yesterday.
Your Honor,
I'm
he
not
is
yet done.
testifying. I'm
yet
not done either. He is
I'm about
still
to answer the
testifying.
question. I'm not yet done with the answer.
Counsels, please. The presiding officer has not recognized either of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kindly settle down. Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo is recognized.
Thank you, Mr.
Sir, you
Presiding
may
Officer.
proceed.
Clarification naman po ito, Mr. Presiding Officer. Mr. Witness, what is your experience with regards to social media analytics?
I have training, sir.
What kind of training?
I have cybercrime investigation training, sir.
Okay. Are you familiar with Facebook, or do you have SOCMED accounts that would make you a little bit knowledgeable when it comes to SOCMED?
Yes, sir.
What is your account? What is your social media account? If
I have
any?
an account in Facebook,
Facebook.
in Instagram,
Okay.
in X.
X. So that means pretty much you're a little bit familiar with Facebook, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. There were concerns, Mr. Witness, whether the videos presented yesterday are AI generated or authentic. So are you experienced enough analyzing whether a video is AI generated or authentic?
Yes, Your Honor.
What makes you say that?
Based on my experience, Your Honor, and the video itself, it's a 2 hours long. Normally, an AI-generated video will only last a short second, sir.
So the video that was presented yesterday, where we saw the VP was saying something or talking to that effect. Did you do something, or what kind of system did you observe or follow to ensure whether that video was AI generated or authentic?
Based on personal observation, sir.
Personal observation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, a few more questions. Therefore, will you be able to say that the video presented yesterday were AI generated or authentic?
The video presented today is what it is being seen on the Facebook, sir.
Okay. So, based on your affidavit, you mentioned that the NBI subpoenaed some members of the media who were participants of the online press con on November 23, 2024, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And subsequently, you said that you questioned and investigated these persons regarding the conduct of that press con. So, based on what you gathered from your investigation, so I have a few questions, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who set up the press conference?
Based on our interview, sir, it is the Office of the Vice President, sir.
So it wasn't spur of the moment? Press con?
I I can't confirm, sir, but it's the response of the media personnel that we interviewed.
Okay, who invited the participants?
If my memory serves me right, it's JC Kainihinan, sir.
Okay. Who is JC?
Staff of the Office of the Vice President, sir.
Okay. Who are the participants? And how many participants were there, if you can remember?
As far as I remember, it's at least 40.
40. Okay. Were there mainstream media or anybody from the broadsheets at that time?
There are, sir.
There were?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how many? Approximately, give or take?
We have the one that we have issued subpoena, sir. At least 6, sir.
6. Okay. What was the reach of the video on that very day? Like how many views on that very day, and then a few days later? Were you able to observe that?
I can't remember, sir.
You can't remember. Okay. How did it spread? O paano kumalat sa SOCMED yung videos that was presented yesterday, as far as you know, when you did an investigation?
It became trending, sir.
It became trending. And my last question is, kasi in-establish dito is inciting to sedition on top of yung sa sinasabing grave threat. Ano yung mga comments na napansin mo doon sa video? Can you give us an example?
One of the comments, because on the video November 23, there were mentioned about people power when asked a question by Princess Maui. And the Vice President agreed, and ang laban ay wala sa EDSA, nasa Malacanang, and there are responses from the comments, but it's not documented that is agreeing, sir.
No further question, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Judge Tulfo. Senator Judge Aquino, thereafter Senator Judge Pangilinan. Senator Judge Aquino has 2 minutes. You may proceed, sir.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer. Mr. Kalilong, kanina may nabanggit na 2 affidavit, isang January at isang February. Yung January ay binalik sa inyo, tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there were 7 grounds why it was returned to you, is that correct?
7 points.
Can you narrate what are these 7 points that you addressed? Is that the correct term, that you addressed in the second affidavit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you name them, please?
May I have the certificate, sir?
Who has a copy of the certification? Was it counsel for the respondent?
Your Honor, may I
Yes, you may approach
Thank
and
you,
show him the document being alluded to by Senator Judge Aquino.
Note 1. There is no affidavit of the person who recorded the video entitled BP November 23 Presscon at Batasan through open broadcast Super Studio and in turn stored in the DVD. Number 2. The press briefing conducted on October 18, 2024 was not recorded and or stored in DVD, and there was no TSN of the said briefing and the necessary affidavit of the person taking the TSN. Number 3, Annex I and K DVD with markings NBI-CCN-C-24-12436-2 and NBI-CCN-C-24-12436-2 were not accompanied by an affidavit of the recorder and the TSN. Number 4, Annex L did not indicate who made the TSN. There was also no affidavit of the person who made the TSN. Number 5, the affidavit of what Patricia Morales mentioned that she stored the footage in a USB and submitted to the NBI. However, there was no USB attached to the complaint. Only DVD was attached. There was no detail regarding the content of this DVD. Number 6, only the minutes of meeting with several personalities and representatives from various media outfits were submitted. Although the minutes were signed, there was no individual affidavit executed regarding to the contents of the said minutes. Number 7, one of the elements of crime of grave threat is that the offender threatens another with the infliction upon the latter's person, honor, and property, or upon that of the latter's family, or if the wrong amounting into a crime. In the instant complaint, only the NBI executed an affidavit and there was no participation on the part of the offended party, as it appears in the NBI is not the offended party of the crime of grave threat.
Okay, so nakuha mo yung nag-submit kayo, yan yung binalik sa inyo, and then you did your best to correct all those items, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the first 6 are technical, no?
Yes, Your
Yung
Honor.
panghuli is a matter of who is the offended party.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi nyo na-correct yan? Or nung binalik ninyo, it was accepted already by the DOJ? Is that correct?
There is an explanation, Your Honor, that was included in the letter of the former director, Judge Jaime Santiago, sir.
Okay. And,
Wherein
yeah, go ahead.
in the filing for preliminary investigation, it is not required for the victim to execute an affidavit, complaint affidavit.
Yan yung
sir.
sagot ng NBI?
Yes, Your Honor.
And once you submitted, it was accepted by the DOJ?
Yes, Your Honor, and we received a certification, Your Honor, that our evidence is enough for preliminary investigation, sir.
Okay, yun na yung second response to the second affidavit that you provided?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. May mga nabanggit dun sa mga statements tungkol sa hitman, no? Sa totoo lang, yung presensya ng hitman, mabigat yon. So, let me ask, are you the one who investigated just the video, or did you also investigate the presence of the hitman that was being mentioned in the videos of the Vice President?
I was only tasked for the video, sir.
Okay, may I direct this to the prosecution? Will you be presenting other witnesses that will pertain to this alleged hitman?
As to the alleged hitman, Your Honor, please. Yes.
Yes. So kayo, Mr. Kalilong, hindi kayo nag-imbestiga niyan. Wala kayong alam tungkol dun sa presensya ng hitman.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. President, I will refrain from my questions and wait for the witness pertaining to the hitman. Maraming salamat.
Noted and entered into records, Senator Judge Pangilinan, thereafter Senator Judge Ontiveros, and then Senator Judge Villanueva.
Thank you, thank you.
You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. The question is to the witness. Kanina tinanong sa iyo ng defense counsel or counsel for the respondents na kung ikaw ay abogado. Ang sagot mo hindi.
Yes, sir.
Ikaw ba degree holder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano ang degree?
Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Bachelor of Science in Accounting Technology, and I'm a certified public accountant, sir.
So you're a certified public accountant.
Yes, sir.
Kahapon, tinanong ko sa iyo yung training, no? Kasi nabanggit mo nagkaroon ka ng mga training. Ang nabanggit mo kahapon, 2 weeks ng training.
Yes,
Pero on what matter?
Only on photo and video authentication, sir.
Okay. Meron pa bang ibang training na ikaw ay you went through bilang expert or competent witness sa usapin ng digital technology, cybersecurity, online training? Meron ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong mga ito?
I mentioned that I have a training in Certified Computer Hacking Forensic Investigator. I have a training in Computer Forensic, Mobile Forensic, and photo and video authentication training. I have also training in cybercrime investigation. We also undergone a 480 hours training on cybersecurity. And a training before we start the bureau, we have undergone the NBI Academy, which teach us all the aspects in investigation, sir.
Okay, and siguro last question. Ang training na ito, puro local ba o meron ding training sa ibang bansa?
I have an international, sir, recently.
Ano yan?
It's a training in Strasbourg.
Okay.
The name of training is...
Ano na?
Saang lugar na lang, Mr. Witness?
Strasbourg, Germany? France?
Strasbourg, France, sir.
Oh.
It's a 5 days training, sir.
And meron pang ibang international seminars na inattendan mo?
International, sir, but it is conducted locally, the Interpol, sir.
Interpol.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Thank you, Senator Judge
Salamat.
Malinan. Senator Judge Ontiveros is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am, and you have 2 minutes.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Lahat ng mga
Para sa Counsel for the Defense, Mr.
senador
Presiding
nagtanong.
Officer, just for clarity, ano pong relevance nung video na ipinakita ni Attorney Zuleika Lopez? Sinasabi po ba ng depensa na yung mga alleged threats o alleged incitements ni VP Duterte ay prompted nung detention ni Attorney Lopez?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a systematic oppression made by the House of Representatives dating back from their even before their mini trial, Your Honor. The committee headed by Representative Joel Chua began investigating the Vice President and her people, even when Attorney Zuleika Lopez was being interviewed by the House Committee of Quadcom Committee, Your Honor. Even if she was answering the questions faithfully and to the best of her ability, she was cited in contempt, detained. Her lawyer was not allowed to be with her when they were trying to detain her in the women's correctional facility, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Presiding Officer, Counsel for the Defense, position po ba ng depensa na pwedeng palampasin ng alleged grave threats kung may masasabing lehitimong dahilan para magbanta?
Your Honor, that is not the point.
No. Mr. Presiding Officer, I am making a point through my question and I am asking the good counsel for the defense dahil sinabi nila there was a systematic oppression that yes, yan po ang nag-prompt nung alleged grave threats and alleged incitements ng Vice President na prompt po ng detention ni Attorney Lopez na kanyang inilarawan sa ipinakitang video kanina. Kaya itinatanong ko kung yan ba ang posisyon ng depensa na pwedeng okay lang or pwedeng tanggapin ang grave threats kung may masasabing lehitimong dahilan para magbanta.
Yes, Your Honor.
Before counsel
Yes,
for
Mr. Presiding
responded answers, although he already answered in the affirmative.
Your Honor, I was just referring to before.
We'd like to remind the senator judges to be cautious in making counsels for either party make conclusions of law and fact. Instead of presenting evidence through a witness they will present, or through direct, cross, redirect, or recross. Because if he answers Senator Judge Ontiveros, that would effectively place on record a conclusion of fact and law, not drawn from a witness, which they can very well do so during their closing remarks. And when I allow him to speak by way of repartee to the peroration yesterday and discussion yesterday by counsel for the prosecution. But other than that, as agreed with some of the senator judges, we would try to limit the answers of the counsels for the parties. With your indulgence, Senator Judge Ontiveros, please.
I submit, Mr. Presiding
Thank you,
Officer, may I just in closing make of record that I also appreciated and also submitted to the ruling of the Presiding Officer yesterday because I appreciated that it partook of the history of impeachment proceedings in this court. Pinag-aralan ko rin po ng maigi ang mga nakaraang mga impeachment trials at di hamak na pati noon naging liberal ang pagpapahintulot nila sa mga katanungan ng mga senator judges para lang mas maliwanagan ang iba't ibang punto. So I again thank the good presiding officer and again reiterate my submission to his ruling and thank the good counsel for the defense for his response.
We thank Senator Ontiveros for indulgence and understanding. Senator Villanueva. And thereafter, Senate President Gatchalian. You may proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer. May I just point out something to the witness? Mr. President, Your Honors, the witness mentioned yesterday that reported statements of the Vice President were referred to the Presidential Security Command and evaluated in coordination with the National Security Council. Just to assist the court in evaluating the relevance and weight of the government security response in determining whether the respondent's conduct constitutes an impeachable offense. May we know from the witness could the witness explain yung threats po ba, how threats against the president are ordinarily assessed by the government? Kasi dito yung lumalabas yung pag-weigh natin whether or not meron bang bigat yung threat o ito'y ordinaryong threat na nangyayari sa pang-araw-araw nating buhay. Specifically, Mr. Witness, what factors are taken into account in evaluating a reported threat and in determining appropriate measures?
I can't answer on the part of the NSC or TNO because I'm not part of the institution.
In your in your capacity as an
In my
agent?
capacity,
Yes.
one of the consideration if it's a active threat, if it's the one giving the threat is capable of doing so.
Meaning,
If someone
high-ranking officials, and if you say an
high-ranking and
official,
have a capability or power over to implement those such threat, it is considered, sir.
example, a mayor, perhaps? Would you say a high-ranking official? A congressman? Or yung basihan po ng kanyang threat. Kunyari, ang threat ko, dadalhin kita doon sa buwan. Wala naman akong space shuttle. So, wala din pong bearing yon. Is that the correct assumption?
Not only, sir, but also how it was delivered, sir. Like what was mentioned in that I mentioned previously, it was mentioned that no joke, no joke. It's a serious.
So that is the
one of the considerations,
that's
sir.
the consideration. Thank you very much. And lastly, Mr. Witness, you made mention na submit mo sa DOJ nung January 30. Is it the same affidavit that you submitted to the HOR?
The one that submitted to the HOR is the affidavit dated February, sir.
So that's the latest.
Yes, sir. The one that complied with the requirements of the DOJ, sir.
Thank you very much for that clarification. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Villanueva. Before I recognize Senate President Gatchalian and thereafter Senator Erwin Tulfo, may I remind Attorney Narvasa that your 5 minutes, you will be given your 5 minutes after the questions of the senator judges and before we recognize the counsel for the prosecutor for his redirect. Senate President Gatchalian is recognized.
Thank you,
You may
Honor.
proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr.
May I be
Presiding
clarified?
Officer. I believe that we would do it after recross. So
I heard cross.
Sorry,
After
Your Honor.
recross.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Better for us.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. I just have a few questions, clarificatory questions. Narinig ko ho kanina ginong testigo na nasabi niyo may 40 media personalities doon sa press con. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero ang inyong inimbitahan, 6 lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit 6 lang?
The 40, we see the number of participants, but the number of person who asked the Vice President during that time, it's limited. And we consider who we sure that is present during that time, Your Honor.
Meron bang kayong criteria kung paano pipiliin itong mga media personalities or kung sino lang ang nagtanong? Kasi kahit hindi ka naman magtatanong, nandoon ka naman, naririnig mo yung mga diskusyon, Meron ba kayong mga criteria kung paano pumipili ng media personalities?
Yung sure po namin na present during that time. Kasi kapag hindi po kasi kayo nagtanong, hindi po magpa-pop up yung mukha nyo tsaka yung pangalan nyo.
Okay. At itong mga anim na sinupinan ninyo, ano yung kanyang common statement na ibinigay?
Kinonfirm po nila na present sila during the November 23, 2024 press conference, and yung utterance po ni Vice President narinig po nila.
Okay, I believe ilan dito sa mga personalities ay ipapatawag rin. So tatalon ako sa ibang topic. Nakita ko kanina itong tungkol sa max score interventures, at nakita ko kanina pinakita yung Articles of Incorporation. Mukha siyang supplier ng equipment. Ngayon, nasabi rin na doon ka nag-training for 2 weeks. Sino nagbayad ng training?
Sir, the training is included in the procurement of digital forensic tools. In the procurement document, it ni-require po si MaxCore na mag-provide po ng training included in the equipment, sir.
Nung paggamit ng equipment?
Tsaka yung yung process po ng digital forensic as a whole.
Yung kanya lang sila ba ay 'di ba sa mga IT, let's say Oracle, alam natin kilala yan pagdating sa IT. Si MaxCore ba ay kilala pagdating sa digital forensic training? Kasi pag nakita ko kanina talagang supplier sila, but are they a well-known or internationally renowned training organization?
It's not the MaxCore itself, but it's the trainer that they provide, sir, that is capable in training us, sir.
Itong trainer na ito, certified siya in this type of technology?
Yes, sir. The trainer has a lot of certifications in relation to digital forensics, sir.
Can you name a few certification na meron itong trainer na ito?
I can't remember,
Let's
sir.
say Oracle or let's say Microsoft, di ba? May mga ganyan
No,
yan.
sir. CompTIA, sir. CompTIA training. I believe he also have a certified ethical hacking certification and a lot more, sir. When it was presented to us, sir.
Alright. So, itong mga trainers nito ay certified trainers na pwedeng mag-train sa'yo at magiging certified ka rin.
Yes, sir. Initial na akong certificate, sir.
Lastly, Mr. Presiding Officer, after training, nakakuha ka ba ng certification na katulad sa kanila?
No, sir. But that certification that I was trained by them, sir.
Pero ikaw mismo, are you certified to do forensic examinations for your purpose and responsibility?
I have a certification, sir. I am a certified computer hacking forensic investigator, sir.
Itong forensic analysis, meron kang for this purpose, itong pinag-uusapan natin.
The computer, the authentication, sir, part or as a whole, sir?
As a whole.
I have a certification in computer hacking, sir, specific. But I have trainings in relation to the...
Iba yung hacking eh. Yung pinag-uusapan natin, forensic examination ng video, forensic examination ng mga ganitong bagay. Meron kang certification doon?
I have certificate, sir.
Alright. Thank you.